Hello, I'm Michael Baxter. This is my video, I believe you called it an interview, to answer the 4 questions set out by yourselves. So I'm going to begin. So number 1, working in a team to solve a problem and what I did and how. So I was working down in the Somerset and Avon area for Domino's Pizza. At the time, I had worked my way from I started off as just a delivery driver for the store at Domino's Pizza, and I worked my way to being what they call an in-store member, taking orders, making orders, this sort of thing. And over a reasonably short period of time, I became a trainee manager. So the problem I had to solve was the manager himself was off for several weeks, close to 15-16 weeks, without any help from him whatsoever. I had to very quickly learn how to run, manage and operate the store alone, and then I realised very quickly actually it was never alone. This was only ever going to work as a team effort. So I called a staff meeting with all the staff, which was approximately 75 members of staff. During this meeting, I suggested that I was going to begin a training session twice a week with the staff to teach them the way I know that things should be done. As part of that team, I had my area manager plus managers that was operating from other stores within the southwest of England, such as Torquay area. So I went about that and I began weekly 1-hour training sessions, sometimes compulsory with all the staff that was on shift. Sometimes I would offer to pay an hour's pay for anyone that attended them. We resolved the problem, given that the store was our busiest flagship store doing sales, which it doesn't matter now how much the sales were high. It was the busiest shop I have ever worked for. And I retrained all the staff and we managed to resolve this problem of the busy orders going out on time. Given the time frame, I'm going to move on. So number 2, a passion of mine and why I like it, and the most interesting part. Okay, so a big passion of mine is cybersecurity. So I'm going to very quickly, in a nutshell, talk to you about what they call a man-in-the-middle attack. So this attack, in a very short nutshell, involves a bad actor, a threat actor, somebody that's trying to hack into your system. So they would acquire your Wi-Fi password and log on to your Wi-Fi. As a result, they would then run a program on their computer that would tell your router and your computer or device so your device would believe that you're their router, so all their internet traffic would be routed to you, so you can intercept it, and then from there you would route it back to the internet. You would receive their return request and you would send it in turn back to that person. This is a man-in-the-middle attack. So what it actually allows me, or the bad actor, to do in this case would be they could intercept. So if you log into a website, without talking about any specific, but any website, you're using your email address, you're using your password, and then in essence you're sending that to me. I then decode all that information. I now have all your login details to any passwords, any websites that you have logged into while I'm watching. At the same time, I can take total control of your internet, as in I could lock you out of the Wi-Fi or wired connection. I could just totally stop you being able to use it, at which point it becomes a DOS attack, denial of service. Okay, so number 3 is explain something complex. Oh, I've just done number 3. Sorry, so a passion of mine. A passion. I am passionate about cybersecurity. That is something I endeavour all the time to keep up to date with. But I'm also very passionate about writing my own code. I don't believe in using visual editors where you just drag and drop and type your own text in. I don't believe in that. I like to write my own HTML, CSS, some JavaScript, some PHP, and so on and so on. I live to write code. It is very passionate of mine. A very interesting part is writing code is kind of like an artist with a blank canvas. So when you start, there is nothing. You begin to write code, and before very long, you have something very beautiful. Why I want to join the School of Academy? Well, that's quite simple. My passion, again, as I said about, is writing code, everything from HTML through JavaScript. I consider myself to be reasonably knowledgeable within the coding world, but I've always struggled to actually break into an IT career within that field. I definitely need some help to get into a career, and I do believe that keeping myself open to learning, I believe that you guys could fill in any gaps that I do have with coding, which would then make me employable. Thank you.